the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The first carry for Alex Collins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. On second down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Here's a first down run with Collins. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second down, Collins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again. Jackson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Gone!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Akeem Spence in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Let's go. Got 20. 20, hunt.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
30.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Clay. 80. Hunt.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
30.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, The guys who just gave up that play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Check. 30.
Here's Darkwan. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Orleans Darkwan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
This is Collins on the handoff. And he stopped immediately there. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Jackson on second down. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Collins. And an alley to run. Whoosh. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set! 319! 319!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go now. 319!
Now a give to Collins. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
On 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
Gone! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Tannehill on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. He's got space, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Jackson down to throw on 2nd down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Blue 90.
They run with Collins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle, come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Shrugs him off. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. So now here come the Dolphins. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking.
On the run, Darkwan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run with Darkwan. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Now Darkwan. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum, because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now Collins. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90, blue 90.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And avoids the contact by sliding. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush range. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Lucky 56, lucky 56.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them. And
this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gone, 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 gone.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. The try. Crabtree, the intended receiver. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they'll run it here. And he's got this one down to the 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again now with Darkwan. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Yep, 28.
And they'll go on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. Yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
At 20.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set with 30.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Sanders' kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So that's not mission accomplished. It's darn close.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Akeem Spence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on second down, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Jackson now looking to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Ravens on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And it's up and good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Set, ready, go, go.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Set, ready.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Dolphin 1st down as Tannehill is on target to the former Patriot Danny Amendola. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's Jackson to throw, and he fends him off. Being chased out left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Orleans Darkwa with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, we got to get this stuff here,
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Dolphins, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and